Hello all my friends. I hope you're having an outstanding, fabulous day. It is a beautiful fall day. Winter's coming. We'll be here before you know it. Turkey Day will be here before you know it. Christmas will be here before you know it. New Year's will be here before you know it. And so the cold of winter is coming. And we have some background noise because we got some things happening today around here. But I wanted to give you some tips and suggestions on things that you should do for winterization protection of your home. And so one of the first things I do is turn off the water to my hose bibs. Now I have frost-free hose bibs, and theoretically you do not need to turn them off, because when they're off, there's a plunger inside that hose bib that goes back into the house, into the conditioned space, the heated space. And so theoretically, this is what a frost-free hose bib looks like. So theoretically, once you take off your hose, you always need to take off your hose or any attachments, because otherwise you could still have a breakage from freezing. So you want to make sure everything is disconnected from this, and theoretically that's good. You don't need to do anything else. I still turn off the water because why not? The other thing that I still do is I put these covers on. This is actually a Thinsulate cover. You can get all different kind. I'll put this cover on this just to keep cold air from blowing back into the line and going back in. If you didn't turn off the water and you disconnected everything and just put this on there, you're still probably 100% fine. The old style hose bibs will not look like this. It'll be a different handle. It will not have this top here, this expansion top called the blowout top. And they need to be disconnected, everything off them as well. And water turned off, and then after you turn off the water, you open it up and you drain out any water in the line. And then it still wouldn't hurt to put the cover on. And this cover just slides on over, and then it's got a pull string here that you just pull to tighten it up. And we're gonna do that here. I'm GoProing, holding it. Slide it tight, boom, on there. This one gets a lot of sun, even in the winter. So this is always staying warm side of the house anyway. So that's one thing. But the most important thing, you have to disconnect your hoses and any contraptions on your hose. The other thing that I like to do in the fall is I go around my house and I spray. The spiders want to come in, bugs want to come in. So I buy this online. I buy it from Do-It-Yourself Pest Control. It's called Cyper WSP. It's a packet that you mix in a sprayer, put the water in, put the packet in, then it dissolves. And this is 100% safe for humans and pets once it dries. And it is allowed, you can use this inside your home too. It's outstanding for ants. It's actually good for termites, spiders, bees, bugs. I actually spray this spring and fall. And this whole tub here, this will last you like 3 years, and that cost me like 50 bucks. So much cheaper than paying the bug man to come, because all you need is a sprayer. And you just spray. I normally spray about 3 feet up and about 4 feet out, all around the house. I'll spray up where there's a seam between the siding in the house. I'll spray around the pipes. I'll spray around the lights as well, around the door in particular. And then, like I said, once it's dry, it's safe for pets and humans. Can be used inside as well because it's safe. How do I know it's safe? I once had a client, a friend, who was a chemist. And doctor, and he was a retired professor hired by the government, and he worked on Edgewood Proving Grounds for development of special products. And before I bought this product, because I found Black Widows on my playground set. I found Black Widows on my playground set there. And when my kids were little, and I needed something, so I said, Dr. Cordy, I found this, is this safe? And he said it's 100% safe. And he is an expert in biological stuff. So this is what I use, very affordable. I spray spring and fall, and I don't have a stink bug problem, I don't have an ant problem, I don't have a spider problem. The other thing that I recommend that you do before winter comes is go around your concrete, your sidewalk, your driveway, your patio, and any cracks fill in with caulk. And I like to use this Sika product, self-leveling sealant. It is a polyurethane concrete caulk, and cut a small, you can get this in a big tube as well. Big tube is more cost affordable price-wise, but if you don't need a lot, small tube, small caulking gun, cut the tube, and all you have to do is put it on the crack. Like this is going to get it again. Put it on the crack, and then it self-levels. You don't have to touch it, you don't have to put your finger in it. And then if you had really big gaps, deep gaps, you could get what they call backer rod, which is a cylindrical foam piece that you put in the crack, and then you spray this over top. This never gets hard, it's flexible. And so this typically lasts me a couple years before I have to redo it in the driveway and the sidewalks. Driveway and sidewalks are always shifting. Why do you want to do this? In particular with your sidewalks? Because if you have cracks in the winter, rain, snow melting, gets in the cracks, goes in the cracks, goes in the concrete, and then when it freezes again, it creates a freeze-thaw cycle. And believe it or not, ice is very powerful, and it will literally cause that crack to widen and your concrete to shift and even sink. So this is another pretty simple project that anybody can do. There's YouTube videos online that will show you how to caulk. And then the other thing that I like to do, spring and fall, is caulk. I caulk any cracks around the house, around the trim, and the key is to use a good caulk. Now this, and I like paintable in case it says right there, paintable, interior exterior use. I've used it actually around the bathroom tubs. It cures very fast, meaning it sets up very fast, meaning it dries very fast. It's paintable, you can clean it up with water. It's also adhesive, which helps it stick. How much was this tube? This tube was like $7. But typically when you use this, if you use it on something that doesn't shift a lot because of temperature and humidity, you're one and done probably for 5 or 6 years, maybe longer. I use this around sidewalk and trim, door trim, and that always moves nonstop with the change in temperature, change in humidity. And so spring and fall, I just go around the house and I'll hit any spots. And typically I'll have to touch up around the door. And again, I'll hit the door, because this is where you'll get most of your movement from temperature change. And again, paintable, comes out really nice, lays really nice. A lot of YouTube videos on how to do it, and interior and exterior. So like I said, if you buy dollar caulk, you'll be doing it every month. You buy $6, $7 caulk, maybe once 5, 6 years longer. even on things that move just once a year. So that's another good thing to do before winter, because once it gets too cold, it's not as effective to caulk. Some caulks don't work well below freezing, and by then you've already had probably a freeze and thaw cycle. So those are some of the things that I recommend everybody do. The hose bibs are like the most important, unless you want a disaster. Bugs, if you like bugs. If you don't like bugs, that's another smart thing to do. And then this here is a kind of anal spring and fall to go around the house looking for spots. Yes, but to have everything sealed up nice and no bugs and no water intrusion, it's worth it. It's worth it. It normally takes me, my spring and fall go around the house, it normally takes me like 30 minutes to spray for the bugs. And it normally takes me 60 minutes to walk around the house and make sure nothing needs to be caulked and touch up the caulking. I also spray the bug stuff, in the spring in particular, around my fence to prevent bee nests. You know, because I open and close the gate, there's a bee nest inside there, you aggravate them, they sting you. So I hope you enjoyed that tip. It's all going to go on my YouTube channel. I hope you go to my YouTube channel, smash the subscribe, check off on the like, check off on the bell so you can see more videos. And remember, I am, capital I, capital M, capital B, Bruce, all capitals, eclectic. I am Bruce Eclectic, having great videos, getting greater. Hopefully you like, hopefully you find informative, and again, variety of topics, i.e. eclectic, and hopefully you learn something. And you can always email me, text me, or call me if you had any specific questions. I used to build $1 million houses back in the 80s. I was a carpenter helper, carpenter flunky, but I did absorb some knowledge, and over the years I've increased my knowledge with construction and obviously real estate. And so I hope you loved it. Hope you love this video. I love you all. See ya.